Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55. The Minnesota Vikings taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Baltimore Ravens.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Ravens have done it again, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember, Ravens history begins in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland and became the Baltimore Ravens. Since then, as you mentioned, they've been to the Super Bowl twice. Number 47 you mentioned, and they won that one with offense. I think they won that one 34-31. But how about Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the Giants? That one was done with a dominant defense.
Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings are back in the big game for the 5th time in franchise history. But we all know one thing has eluded them all these years.
And that's an actual Super Bowl victory, partner. They're 0-4 in their previous visits. Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. And, boy, they had some great teams, too, didn't they? Bud Grant was their head coach. Fran Tarkenton, a quarterback. Alan Page and the Purple People Eaters on defense. They were all Hall of Famers. And don't forget Paul Krause. He's a very proud member of that great secondary they had. So we're going back more than 40 years since their last visit. You think the state of Minnesota is excited about this one? I know they are. They're ready to get this one going.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will find Davis. That's complete. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A handoff to Johnson on the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Makes the score Ravens 3, Vikings nothing.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, Taylor now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Boston. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Shotgun now for Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Goal at the 1 yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Vikings nothing.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kevin Pierre-Louis on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Breeze.
34-yard line.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
43-yard line.
Now Taylor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Taylor. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28.
8-yard line.
They'll run with Evans. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it was fumble, really. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
a 36-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Ravens 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a couple. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this will be caught by Mooney. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to Randall Cobb. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 33. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Taylor.
Ravens 27.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good for another minute.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Breeze. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
28-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magic about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Breeze going to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On first down is Breeze. And throw right side complete to Parker. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Breeze to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
Breeze pass complete to Zach Ertz.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run with Taylor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Andy Janovich there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
DeAndre Baker there defensively.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught left side by Cobb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the
shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
On second down, it's Taylor. After getting stunned first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.